But the person that killed me, that murdered me, surprise, surprise, Jungkook. Just why? Max was wearing a crop top. A crop top, okay? Like, belly button was out and about. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, we had the 8th muster today. 8 years with BTS. Like, it was everything. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I feel like it was just one of those concerts that actually made me want to cry because I miss BTS so much. Like, I'm so over this panoramic. Like, I just need a 10 because I just want to see them live. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like in the beginning when I saw the other concerts, it was like, I miss them. Bitch, I miss them. But now it's just starting to get to the point where it's like getting ridiculous. Like, I really miss them. I just want to see them live. Is that too much to ask for? Is that a lot? Because I just don't understand. But today we're reviewing, we're reacting, we're doing all of it to the BTS concert Sowoozoo. Sowoozoo. I don't know what that word is. I was bopping, the baby was bopping, we were all bopping. I actually am at a part in my pregnancy where I can feel little movements, and I can just tell you baby likes BTS. I'm just telling you, baby likes BTS. I got my phone here because I want to like go through the set list, talk about the songs, and also about the outfits and my favorite moments and just all of it. I'm just excited. I don't know. I'm so excited to talk about daechwita because let me tell you that, like, I was not expecting that, and so that like blew my mind. But we'll talk about it when we get there. But I have a picture of the set list here. Did that concert feel fast for anybody, or was that just me? Because I felt like I started it and I finished it so quickly. Like, I know it was only like an hour and something, or maybe it was like almost 2 hours, but it was quick. Like, it just flew on by. Anyways, the first song that they did was Life Goes On, and they came in this little like bus thing. Oh, just to add, I do add in like pictures and like clips with no sound and kind of like see-through, I guess, similar to what I did last time, because we don't got time for copyright strikes from big hit. We just don't got the time. So I have a little like pictures and stuff to explain throughout. But anyways, back to Life Goes On. So they came out in this like big car thing, and it was really cute. It was like it was similar to the, if you watch the concert, there's like these little in between, what are they called, VCRs, and they were doing like this whole thing where they were like on a planet, and they were like in Mars at one point, and then they end up like in where they're supposed to go, which is Sowoozoo. Anyways, so they started off like in that car. So it was like they were going off and they were singing Life Goes On, and I feel like the first set was stuff that obviously we've heard before and seen before. So they did Life Goes On, then they went into Butter, and then I think it was Dynamite, but the tropical version. Let me double check. Yeah, so it was Life Goes On, Butter, Dynamite, and then Dynamite was the tropical version. And they were wearing these fits that were, I'm just gonna insert all of that here. And so the first time I saw them, I was like, oh my god, Rathline's blonde for starters. Remember, literally was blonde. Jin was like churning. I don't know, his hair's not completely blonde. It's like that phase where it's like the brownish blonde. And then we had like black haired Jimin with his little bowl cut. Like, I was like, yo, man's went back to his roots. And then Tay-Tay with his little perm, and just everyone looked good. I really liked the color of J-Hope's hair. Like, Hoseok was with the white Kaneki Ken looking hair. Like, I just could not. He looked so good. I literally was like, whoa. I had to pause for a minute because, like, I mean, it was live. I couldn't really pause for a minute, but you know, I had to pause for a minute. It was so good. I loved it so much. He just looked and they all came out in these like white and yellow outfits, and they all look good. Jungkook's tattoo was breathing today, y'all. Like, it was out and about. It was like ready for the party. They said no more hiding her. We're gonna let her out. And later on, like, I have some photos of just, we're not there yet, but just know that there's a lot of Jungkook assault headed our way. So yeah, I really liked the beginning of it. It was really like cute, and they, oh yeah, they did I really forgot we had Moving On as well. So I liked the beginning. It was very cute, very much like what I expected the start of the concert to be like. They always do their hits first. I knew this concert was gonna have solos, so I was assuming that we were gonna get the unit groups, which we did. We got the units, Stay. And Stay was like the song, when I first heard it on the album, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I was like, this is not like my top song in the album. But the more that I heard it, the more it was like, oh yo, this song's actually a bop. And seeing it live, like, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the songs where I'm like, oh, and it tends to be the songs that are like, I guess, more like house beat sounding. Stay was that bitch. She came out. Jungkook, Jin, Namjoon, like, they sounded great. I love when the rap line sings with the singers, like in a more like low tone, and they do this harmony thing. It just sounds so good. But I just really like Stay. They gave it to us, and I've noticed, like, I think Jungkook's eyebrow piercing is real. I was very skeptical about it at first because I was not sure, especially because in the music video it was diamonds, and then now we keep seeing the metal one. But it was like, it was confusing me because I didn't understand Jungkook's hair for a while. I don't know if he was black haired or purple haired, but like clearly the purple hair was pre-filmed, pre him getting this little eyebrow jewelry, because every time he has a short black hair, he's sporting the eyebrow jewelry. So I just think that is real, but I'll be shocked if it's not, because that must be some heavy duty glue and tape that they put on for it not to come off when he's swaying, because that just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, he had it the whole concert. Like, there's no way, it's real. It's real. Fly to My Room, which is like one of my favorite songs. Never thought I'd see her live. Didn't think she was gonna make it out, but she came out. She came out to play. She sounded great. All of them were in their cute little pajamas. I didn't expect Yoongi and Hoseok to like be there for the whole song, but I like enjoyed their little interactions in the background. They brought a little something special, especially when Hoseok would sing with them, like at the end, and Yoongi. That sounded so good that I'm like, could that not have been like the track? Like, could they not have had them sing in it? Because it just sounded amazing. I really, really like that part. But everyone sounded good. I love Jimin's little polka. It's just so cute. I don't understand it, but it's so adorable. Like, it's so straight. Like, it's so pristine. Like, no hair was out of place. It was just everything. And Tay looks so cute. They like kind of like toned down his curls, and they did his typical, you know, Taehyung with the hair pushed back look, but I really liked it. They just sounded good. Rap line coming through in the song also was good. It's just, it was cute. It was cute. It was adorable. I feel like this song I'm gonna be talking about for a hot minute, because so much happened. So much happened. So they went into like, okay, listen, when I heard that was gonna be on it, I was kind of confused, because I was like, what are they gonna do for solo songs? And there was like a VCR right before it where they had pictures, and like it had the picture for when Jimin posted Promise, and I think it was other members when they would post their songs, just the pictures that they use. And so I was like, oh, maybe they're all gonna do like their solo like project songs that are on albums. So I was like, okay, maybe we are getting solos this concert. But then Daechwita started and I'm like looking at it, like the first line, I'm just looking at the person, I'm like, wait a minute, is that Jimin? And I'm like, no, it's not Jimin. There's no way. Why would that be Jimin, you know? But then he started going. When he started rapping, I was like, what the like, so then at that point, I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna be a little Tony Montana moment and Jimin's just gonna be part of the performance. Okay, and I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. I can see that. And then it cut to my boy Jungkook and Jin, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're just doing their little part, you know, like they did in the music video. But then Jin starts rapping. I'm like, it's a rap. It's OT7 today. I was like, and it was just so good. Like, I've heard vocal line rap, like when they did Dang, but I felt like that one wasn't as serious as this one. Like this time, they vocal line was like, I know all the lyrics, I know all the words, I will deliver my part, and each and every one of them sounded so good. I just want a full OT7 rap song, like everybody rapping, like all of them, because they just sounded so good. The costumes, Jim with his little beard, and then at that point I'm like, okay, who's next? Like, who's gonna give it to us? Because, you know, Jin and Jungkook, they went off. I'm like, where are we going next? Who's coming next? I was especially excited for Taehyung, because Taehyung, as we all know, he's a vocal line rap representative, and I just felt like I can't wait for his part, you know? So then it cuts to Namjoon with like Taehyung with like a beard tied up on the floor. Namjoon goes rap, and of course sounded amazing, they're rapping, but like when he sliced Tae and Tae died and he really committed to the role, he was like dead on the floor for like 10 minutes. Like, I was like, what, is he gonna move? Like, I just cried. Why is he's just on the floor like this, like he was dead. And then I was like, okay, that's fine, it's just Taehyung being Taehyung. And then he started singing, and I'm like, oh hell no, like this better not just be a two-liner for Taehyung, because I'm gonna lose my mind, I'm gonna be upset. But then they like actually continued it on, and it was Taehyung, and he rapped, and it was so dreamy. It was so like, his voice was so rough, so masculine, so tough. Like, I just wanted to cry. It was so good. I was like, Taehyung finally got his moment. Nobody else was on stage with him. He got the spotlight. He was still tied up with his beard, but it didn't matter. He looked good. I just could not. It was everything I wanted it for. They just looked so cute. I just could not. I could not, bitch, I could not. Oh, it's so good. This is the part that like actually killed me. Like, this is the part where I was like, okay, like, Dani, you're dead today. Like, it's over, because they came out in these outfits for Idol that I cannot understand. Like, it was giving me mic drop, but the person that killed me, that murdered me, surprise, surprise, Jungkook. Just why? Max was wearing a crop top. A crop top, okay? Like, belly button was out and about. It was just out. Like, is this belly button? And then on top of that, like literally on top of that, he was wearing this shirt that literally looked like it went to the Taehyung fashion school. The Taehyung fashion. Because remember back in the day when Taehyung would like cut up the shirts? That's basically what he did to Jungkook's shirt, because Jungkook's shirt was cut. It was cut up. And like, because it was cut up, you can literally see bits of his sleeve. But the part that killed me is that we've only really seen Jungkook's sleeve from like here down when he wears a t-shirt. So we've never really seen what's going on up here. And I always assumed he had a full sleeve, because like I think sometimes when his shirt would go this way, we would see like a little bit of something. But like, we saw the top of the shoulder. We saw like little bits. Like, Mans has a cloud on there with a little electric ball. Didn't know that. Like, I just want him to wear a tank top. Like, I just want to see the full thing, because like it just looks so beautiful, and like it was just so crazy to see. I was like, yo, Jungkook's tattoo is breathing today. And then on top of that, like, let me talk about the other members, because I don't know, when they finished Idol, they were like super hot. I think they only performed Idol. Yeah, they performed Idol and they were super hot, so they were talking to the audience, and then they sat down, and all of them were kind of like releasing their jackets or overshirts, and like Jimin's shirt was see-through, which, like, whoa. Woo. Wait. No, I don't even know what, let me just continue and then I'll come back to Jimin. But the shirts were like, woo, okay? And then all of them, since they were releasing the shirt, they were like, bitches, welcome to the gun show. Welcome to the gun show, because everyone's biceps were rippling and we're out, and I was just assaulted. Close the goddamn gym. Let's just close the damn gym. Can you imagine by the time we see them live, they're just gonna be so ripped. And I'm not ready. But back to Park Jimin. Bitch. Like, I didn't notice it at first because, you know, they were performing and stuff, but I only noticed it when they started like talking. He had a lip ring. Like a literal lip ring. I was like, wait, what? And like they zoomed in on it and I was like, oh my god, he has a lip ring. Like, what is with the jewelry? I just can't, like, I cannot. They just killed me. It was too much. It was too much. They performed this, I always want to say disease, but isn't it like dis-ease, you know? They performed it. Audience has been crying for this performance because since the song has dropped, it joined the category of Paradise and Love Maze, and all of them, like, where they're the bops of the album, but for some reason they choose not to perform them, and all of us suffer. Like, don't know why. It's always one of my favorite songs that they do this to, and it just makes me upset, but she always makes a comeback during Muster, and here she was, and she did not disappoint. Because she sounded so good, so top, so everything. Like, I loved it. Everyone's voices, I guess, because in the beginning, you know, you're kind of warming up, but I felt by that song, everyone's voices were just immaculate and they sounded so good. They were hitting them high notes. They were just giving it to us all, and I loved it so much. I feel like I just need to go back and watch it because it was so good. And like, I noticed that everyone got new mic colors except for, I think it was Jungkook and Tae. They still had the purple and the green, but everyone else changed up their colors. And let me just tell you, Jin's like light green with J-Hope's teal blue, that was the combo, because that just looked so good. I just never knew I could love a mic so much, but every time we cut to them, I was like, oh my god, their mics are so beautiful. Fire, So What, and Not Today was the last like chunk of songs they did, and it's like, I don't have to really get into it. It's the typical Fire, So What, Not Today. Not Today had an actual remix because that sounded completely different, and I lived for it. And I remember there was a part where they were like destroying each other with water bottles. They literally went after each other with water, and like everyone kind of was like gentle about, but Jungkook like chased Taehyung, and it was like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I thought, I was like, yo, Taehyung got the lead. There is no way Jungkook's gonna catch him. But once again, Jungkook proved me wrong. And he threw it at Tae. And all I could think about was Taehyung's perm. I was like, no, his perm. His hair is gonna go all curly. They worked so hard. His perm is done for. And then they did their typical, oh my god, this is our last song, intermission. Intermission was long though, holy shit. I was like, okay, come on. Let's go. I feel like at the concert, it's probably just as long as the concert, but like you're with your friends, you're all anticipating it, so it's completely different. But I found like this time it was just, I was so impatient. Like I was like, let's just go, come on. But then they cut to Wishing on a Star. I've only really listened to the OG, which was the Japanese version. I didn't even know there was a Korean version of Wishing on a Star. I don't know if they just made that for this performance, but like I've never heard the Korean version. So happy that they always perform it because I seriously think it's one of the best songs of like their older songs. And a lot of people obviously wouldn't know this song unless you were like listening to Japanese albums, which I don't think a lot of fans tend to when they first get into BTS. But I love Wishing on a Star. Gaku story, konayoni wishing on a star. Don't copyright me, big hit. It was my voice. I love You Never Walk Alone. Like, I feel like these Musters always have the best set lists, and I'm upset because I always planned in 2020 to go to a BTS muster. I bought the fan package. I was like, I'm ready to go, fan club, like let's go, I'm going to muster. And you know, coronavirus, COVID-19 came through and ruined that. And then this year they got it because Muster they always perform, like I said, the songs that I love the most, but they don't perform as much. And so I don't know, like You Never Walk Alone is just one of those songs that were so good. I felt like it was such a short song and it needed to be expanded. It was just top tier. It needed to be on the front seat because it was a really good song. And then they last did Microcosmosis. And it's as usual, it's always fun. They sing it with the fans. It's a good song. It's a feel-good song. And then the concert ended and I was sad. Like, I know we have day 2 tomorrow. Day 2 is supposed to be like the world tour version. But like, why is it on a Monday? I work tomorrow, you know? So I'm like, oh, I have to watch the concert when I get home. I just felt like overall, it was a really good concert and everyone did such a good job. Everyone sounded amazing. I love Blonde Yoongi. I love white-haired J-Hope. I love yellow-haired Namjoon. Brown blonde-haired Jin. Black bowl-cutted Jimin. Curly permed Tae. And Jungkook. With his short hair. I was so upset when he cut his hair, but like the short hair, when he slicks it back, oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. If you guys watched the concert, then leave your comments below about what was your favorite part of the concert. For me, it is daechwita because it was just so good. It was like the best thing I've ever seen, and it made me laugh and it made me like go crazy, and I just want to go back and watch it because it was so good. So yeah, let me know what was your favorite part and who killed you this concert. I feel like everyone shined in their own way because there's parts where like it's just when everyone performs their own parts, they're so charismatic and so good at what they do that I just can't pick one. They all kill me at different parts of the concert. And let me know what your favorite outfit changes were. I still think this outfits they wore for like the Idol set was the best outfits I've ever seen. I think I would have died if I saw that live. But yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. If you like this video, press like, and I'll see you soon for some more BTS. Bye.